What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. We are now in the final class trial, so let's see what happens. I went ahead and got off the finished preparation screen, and now we're here. So let's get this done and see what happens, because I'm very excited to see the ending of this game. We are going to see the ending in hopefully in this episode, because hopefully the class trial doesn't take too long, but it might, because this is a huge class trial. So it might take a little bit longer than usual, but yeah, might have to split this into 2 episodes, depending on how long the class trial goes on for, and how long the cutscenes after that. Because normally there's cutscenes after finale stuff. So yeah. Anyways, let's get started with the recording, which we already have. So let's get started with this final trial.
So listen up! If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win! But if you can't, then I win! And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment!
Oh man.
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
All right.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not. Bears never go back on their word.
Sure about that? Sorry, I'm just checking something real quick. Okay. All right, there we go. That's all I wanted to do. All right.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is the mastermind only one person?
Is it me or did his voice get deeper? Or has his voice? Well, we haven't heard his voice in a while, so I think it's probably the same. We haven't heard his voice in a while, but yeah, it's
Don't bother. I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me!
Oh my god, Yasuhiro, come on.
I'm right, aren't I? I knew it!
Hiro, we can't just start things off like that. We can't just start. This is the end of the beginning. The start of a new beginning, you know? I don't know. Hiro, you can't just jump the gun like that. Come on, man. Alright, let's do this. Make your argument. Group photo, places to check, Headmaster's handbook. Okay.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Do you now?
You stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm
Oh
sure
my
of
goodness.
it. I have evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present.
The group
Evidence
photo,
that
right?
proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense.
Oh, I think I see.
How can the 3 of us each have that kind of evidence?
The group photo. Okay, so I get it. Okay, I get it. So each group photo that we've gotten, it didn't show the person that saw it. So Byakuya didn't see himself in the picture, Hiro didn't see himself in the picture, and Hina didn't see himself in the picture. Kyoko didn't even bother looking at the group photo. And then when we looked at it, we weren't in it. So they're probably thinking that everybody else that's in the photo are the ones behind all this. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. So that's this is Chapter Monokuma said. Yeah. The group photo, right?
You guys have all been working
No.
together.
I have
No.
evidence!
Hey, you're all out to get me. I have evidence.
What a coincidence. Evidence that proves everyone other than me.
What? This doesn't make any sense. How can the 3 of us each have that kind of evidence?
This one right here. Group photo.
No, that's wrong. It's not just you 3. I have evidence too.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait,
Yeah.
but mine's different.
For everyone that's seen it, it doesn't show them in the picture. It shows everybody else.
With the picture you have, I'm in it.
Yeah, so it seems like everybody else is working together trying to get them. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
But that can't be right. Because in my picture... See? I'm the only one not in it.
Dang, okay. That's crazy. I figured as much. In which case...
Hero, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
This one too. It's just like I thought. Oh dang, Mukuro, looking good in that uniform of yours.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning
It was
and
a trap, like
fighting with
Kyoko
each
said.
other. The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? I laid a trap? A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
The proof I need to reveal to Monikuma's trap. Each photo has a certain something in common. There's a connection regarding what person isn't shown in the group photos. And that person is... Jealous who got the photos.
I got it! In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing. And in the picture Hiro got, he's the only one missing.
What about Byakuya?
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
And when we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Man, I wish Byakuya's photo would have stayed a little bit longer. I didn't really get to see everything.
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
But you know, there might be more to this than just Monokuma trying to confuse us. There's something else that bothers me about everyone's pictures. What is it? What's digging at
Listen,
me?
can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
So there's something unusual about these group photos. What is it? I need to compare each of them one more time. Byakuya's picture. Is that a fish? That's a fish. That's funny. Hina's picture. Hiro's picture. And mine. There's something strange about all of them. Something I can't quite pin down. Something. Group photo has been updated.
Can you just forget about the photo already? Ugh. Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
So you think they're fake? No, I assure you, they're quite real.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah, I don't remember ever taking a picture like that. So it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong, I don't remember taking this picture either. But is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
The reason I don't remember this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. It might be some other reason. Some terrible reason. An unbelievable but entirely horrifying reason. Okay. Hangman's Gambit? Yeah, okay. A. What would that be? What would that be? What would that be? Amnesia. That's what that is, I think. Okay, where's the M? Ah. Wait, can't I use the thing on this? Yeah, I can, okay. Ah, there we go. Just, there we go. Come on. Amnesia, there we go.
Now I understand. Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense. As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Yeah, we all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
It's only natural that they wouldn't believe it. But no matter how much they refuse, if that's the absolute truth, they have no choice. We can't move forward until they accept it. And there's another way to prove it besides those pictures. Okay. Interview DVD. Yeah, I think it's gonna be that one, right? It has nothing to do with Mukuro's profile.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be the interview DVD.
The idea that we all lost our memories.
There we go.
Is totally stupid. Obviously.
There must be more evidence than those pictures that we all lost our memories.
You're saying
yeah,
we
I'd
all
say the
got
interview DVD because we don't remember.
Amnesia?
Yeah.
Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
Okay.
I promise you, I haven't lost. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
There we go. It's this one right here.
No, that's wrong.
Do they remember doing this interview? That's the thing.
Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean...
I mean all of us, including you.
You lie! I never did any kind
Exactly.
of interview.
You don't remember it. None of
No,
us do.
It's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Okay, it's hard to believe for all of us. We've all lost our memories.
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
Unless you have a level head, Byakuya.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here.
Let's see if I can. So I want to make it a little bit brighter because I feel like something that looks. There we go. I think that's better. Yeah.
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right?
Yeah.
What were the interviews about?
About accepting the fact that there's a possibility we have to spend the rest of our lives
The
here.
headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We all said yes.
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers? You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Then we really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
But how could someone just steal our memories?
How? Come, that hardly matters right now. If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Yeah.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
The original motive.
You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
So until we do that, well, either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, the one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose. Alright. Want to come with control panel, Mukuro's profile, headmaster handbook. Okay.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Yes.
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
Yep,
What
that's
makes
true.
you so sure?
What does make me so sure?
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a million miles away.
No. Oh, I think I need to
His
invert the
masterminds always
handbook.
lurk off in the background, right?
Okay. I'm positive that's somewhere in the school. Otherwise, there's no way they could control the machine.
So who did it? Who killed her?
I think it's Monaco control
Whoever
room.
did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
Yep.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course!
Yeah.
They have to be here somewhere.
What
Yep.
makes you so sure?
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's
Okay,
no
I'm
way
gonna go
the
through this one more time to be sure I pick the
mastermind
right
is
option.
probably a million miles away.
I'm thinking it's a million. I think it's the
His
Monaco control room.
masterminds always lurk off in the background, right?
Because he's a lot. They're a lot closer than you think. Somewhere in the school. Otherwise, there's no way we could have controlled that machine.
So
Oh,
who
wait,
did
wait,
it?
I think it's the
Who
handbook.
killed her?
Whoever did it.
Is the same. That much I'm sure.
But when you is the mastermind real?
Of course! They have to be here.
What makes you so...
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is probably a million miles away. His
that's
masterminds always
headmastermind.
lurk off in the background,
No,
right?
I think it's this, right? I'm positive they're somewhere in this school. Otherwise, there's no way they could have controlled that machine. It says with that machine, does he mean Monokuma?
So who did it?
Whoever did it is
That much I'm sure.
But when you think of is the mastermind...
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
Exactly.
Okay.
You're just making stuff. The mastermind is probably a million miles away.
There we go.
No, that's wrong. There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
Because, yeah, then he wouldn't be able to control Monokuma.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time.
And he's using it right now to control Monokuma, right?
So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
Yeah, because we're all here. Whoever is up in that panel controlling Monokuma is the one who's the mastermind. None of us are, because we're all here.
What? Why?
Right?
Recall what Mukuro told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants. It only takes a single stab out of those 16 students.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
How'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
Obviously you're not the mastermind. You're down here with us. It's because the mastermind is controlling Monokuma.
Well, it's not me!
Okay, just calm down.
I blame Mukuro!
Are you serious? We're at this again? Like in the first class trial, you just assume it was me? Is that where we're at again? All right, Token.
What? Why me?
Cuz! It's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed!
That's because Alter Ego helped us.
Oh, I get it! The only way he could have survived
Nope.
is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Not at all, because I'm not controlling Monokuma right now. Now am I?
Aw, nuts! You got me!
Wait! What are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
Mukuro's actual cause of death must have been... the other wounds.
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
She was dead before the explosion, but it wasn't the stab wound or the head wound that killed her. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago.
So she probably would have been dead for like a while, but her body was just discovered just now.
So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense. Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
Huh? How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know...
You're wrong.
She denied me. Before I could even say anything.
Oh my gosh.
Come on. I mean, you think I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me?
You're so sure we're gonna deny you. Why bother saying it in the first place? Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright. Group photo, interview with DVD, Mukuro's Ikusaba's profile, Headmaster handbook, monitor control. Okay, I don't think the group photo control panel is going to have to do anything with this.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Are you finished?
You didn't deny me this time, Z-Wimesy. You made me go all cutesy.
Don't worry, there wasn't anything cute about it.
Okay. No, those wounds didn't come from the battlefield. One look at what was written about her and that should become clear. So, yeah, it's going to be the
Mukuro
profile.
was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in...
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Okay.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing. Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
What?
Anyway,
Okay.
so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Yep, Mukuro's fatal injury has been added.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant. If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
The identity who attacked me, I can't think of anyone else. It wasn't Mukuro. It had been the mastermind. Right?
I got it!
Yeah.
The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think.
I really don't think so.
Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
No, there's no way Mukuro is the one that attacked me. Even if I didn't see their face. Mukuro had a very obvious Fenrir tattoo, comparing that to the masked attacker. She didn't have one. It should be obvious. Yeah. The tattoo. She didn't, the masked assailant didn't have a tattoo. Okay, I'm gonna go number 5.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
Oh, oops.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face,
Tattoo.
there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand?
Wait.
Maybe the right foot?
It was the right hand, yeah.
Or perhaps the left foot? Or could it be the hips?
Definitely not. Her most noticeable feature, the tattoo that marked her membership in Fenrir. Her tattoo was in a certain easy to spot area. It was the way she was facing down. Yeah, it was the right hand.
You
Okay.
never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro
No, it was not.
Ikusaba.
No, that's wrong. Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo.
Yep.
But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me,
Definitely didn't
and
have
there
it.
was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it could have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh, no snappy comeback. Did I score a bullseye?
But Kyoko wears gloves. Kyoko wears gloves at all times. Well, then again, now that I think about it, if she could have taken off her gloves, but no, even then she would have had wounds on her hand because that's what she was trying to hide with her gloves. So I don't think it was Kyoko at all.
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
Hey, Hiro, welcome. It's nice to see you again.
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Before anyone could say anything, taking off her glove, right? Yeah. Kyoko was removing her gloves.
Your hands!
Without thinking, I let out a gasp. It was more than just a little burned skin.
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Kyoko seemed to savor the words as she said them. Then she put her gloves back on. So yeah, it definitely couldn't have been Kyoko at all.
My scars should suffice as proof.
Yeah,
Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
definitely not.
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
Got you there, Marakuma.
This is just awful. On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
I don't think she cares.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Kyoko is such a badass. Oh my god.
Sure.
I love her.
As long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet. Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
It could have been in the second floor dormitory, right?
If she was,
I would think so.
she would have been totally decomposed. Just
Then she
then they cut
was
her off,
being
sorry.
stored somewhere?
Oh, the morgue. The morgue. She was stored in the morgue, wasn't she? She was either stored in the morgue or no. She would have been decomposed if she was stored in a bedroom. But in the morgue, it keeps the body frozen. So yeah, it had to have been the morgue she was in, right?
But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere?
There's only one place. Can't think of anywhere else the body could have been. Yeah, yeah, definitely the pool. No, the biolab.
I got it! Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
Mm-hmm.
the biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
The tarp, right? Proof that shows the body was carried from the biolab to the garden. There's something that made its way from the biolab to the garden. Had to be the tarp, right? Yeah.
I got it! What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
Wow, you made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
But that's just a wild guess.
Oh, you're starting to freak out now, aren't you?
Where's your
Monica?
evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Are you talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
Inconsistency in the biolab. Could you be talking about?
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
I need to pull myself together and think. The inconsistency in the biolab. Could you be talking
Hey,
about?
by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
What one thing?
What do you think I'm talking about? Your family.
What? What?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message.
What?
So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little
think
sister.
he might just be trying to work me up.
What do you think
I
has happened to your family?
I think he's just trying to work me up.
Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto.
Yeah.
He wants you to get upset.
Yeah, I need to calm down. Can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the truth with the biolab. So if I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. The inconsistency has to be the one area where the numbers just don't match up. Okay. Moment of truth. Okay, here we go.
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? Rawr! What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? Proof, proof, proof! Are you sure about this? Proof, proof, proof! Are you sure about this?
There we go.
I'm not listening!
Oh, shoot. Biolab lights. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Seriously? What just happened?
Are you sure about this?
Here we go. The biolab lights,
I'm
right?
not listening!
This should
There
prove
we
it.
go. that finally took play in this at some point. Oh my gosh.
The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is the lights.
Oh, we lost a heart, but it should be fine. I hope.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a
I think
morgue.
we can get that heart back, so I'm not too worried. We seem to be doing a better
And
job
as part
of
of
the
that,
class trial than we were
a
before, so I'm
giant
hoping
refrigerator
that
was
we can get that heart
installed in
back.
there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
Because losing that heart just got me nervous.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in. And there were only 9.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
9 lights doesn't make sense. Number of lights that should be on it. Oh shoot. 6 lights. Wait, is it just from all the... Okay. Let's see. Sakura, Leon, Sayaka, Leon, Sakura, Mondo, Sakura, Leon, Sayaka, Mondo, Mukuro, who else died? Celeste. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, who else died? Hifumi and Taka. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see, anybody else die? So, Saika, Leon. Okay. Saika, Leon, they were the first two. They were the first two that died. The next chapter, it was, who died in the second chapter? It was Chihiro. Forgot about Chihiro. Chihiro, and so it's Chihiro, and that one was with Mondo, right? Yeah, that one was Mondo. So that's another 2 that died that chapter. And then it was Celeste, Hifumi, and Taka that died. The following chapter, and then it was Sakura that died in the following chapter. So let's see. Saika died. There wasn't anybody there. So, I'm trying to think about this clearly. Okay, so am I missing anybody? Let's see. Sakura, Leon. Oh, you know what will probably help if I just. Oh, I can't check it. Never mind. Okay. So, let's see. So in the first chapter, it was Leon and Saika, so that makes 2. The following chapter, it was Chihiro and Mondo. Chihiro and Mondo, so that's another 2, so that's 4. The following chapter, chapter 3, it was... Who all died in chapter 3? I think... Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's supposed to be 9, then just Mukuro. So, nobody killed Mukuro. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think about all the people that died. Is this including Mukuro? I think it is. Okay, so it was Saika and Leon that died the first chapter, right? So that's 2. Second chapter, it was Mundo and Chihiro. Mundo and Chihiro that died, so that's another 2. That makes 4. And then the following chapter, it was who died in the following chapter? Okay, yeah, it was Taka and Hifumi, then Celeste, so that makes 3. So that's 3, 5, 6, 7. That makes 7. And then chapter 4. Who died in chapter 4? I forget. So okay. Sakura died, and then chapter 5 is Mukuro. So that's another 1. So that's 1. That equals 8. And then Mukuro will be 9. So I think it's 8. I hope. Maybe. I hope so. Am I missing anybody? I don't think so. I don't know if it's. I'm gonna go with try 8. No, but that would mean I've heard that 8 is an unlucky number, so I would say mine's better. How do you say 8? Damn good point. Just don't tell me that's why you thought of 8. How do you know? I'm just hungry, man. You're really off track.
Shoot!
Okay. Eef, okay. The hour of light. Somebody I'm missing. Would it be 10?
I got it!
Because the mastermind also, or
10
the
of the lights
headmaster.
should have been on. Any
think.
other
I
number
hope.
is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why?
Dang, even after all I did, I still didn't get it right. Oh well.
That's simple.
We should make
Just
up
recall
those.
who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
I must have missed somebody. So I had to key to solving this mystery. So Saika 1. Junko! That's who I was forgetting. I was forgetting Junko. Okay. Yeah, Junko. That's who I was forgetting. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Alright. Leon. Man, I totally forgot about Junko. I feel so bad now. Chihiro. Taka, or Mondo. Then Taka and Hifumi. Celeste, which made 8. Then Sakura, and then Mukuro. So 10 people in all.
10 people in all?
Oops.
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious.
Yeah, I completely forgot about Junko.
But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
The reason there are less bodies in murders, the explanation for more murders than victims. Why is that? Only 9. Oh, because no, nobody was killed twice. The mastermind destroyed a body. No, only 9 murders took place because Sakura, it was suicide. Wait, what? But Sakura.
Shoot!
Ooh, yikes. Guess I was wrong about that. Less bodies. Why is that? Same person was killed twice?
I got it!
Okay, we got that
What
heart back.
about if the same person was killed twice?
Huh? Killed twice?
Man, I thought because Sakura was suicide, I didn't think that counted as a murder.
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far. But one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered and murdered again?
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course. Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
Nothing's gonna become obvious! Because Kyoko's totally delusional!
Okay. I'm gonna go with number 5.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima? Leon Kuwata?
Oh man, this one's gonna be hard.
Chihiro Fujisaki? Mondo Owada? Kiyotaka Ishimaru? Hifumi Yamada?
Junko.
Celestia Lu, whatever? Or maybe Sakura Ogami? No. There's no way anyone was murdered twice!
Junko? Because Mukuro died from the wounds she had all over. Yeah, because when Junko was murdered, Monokuma executed her by with all those whatever. So it had to be Junko, right? Wasn't there someone else who said? Yeah, it's Junko. Yeah.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono?
No, it was Junko.
Junko
This one
Enoshima?
right here.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah.
Junko. Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
Then the similarities match?
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
so let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
Then it's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... what does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9. Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive. She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be. Total silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
Mukuro alive. The one that's still alive is Mukuro? But can we really believe that? No, there's no way. There's no way Mukuro Ikusaba is still alive. Okay. Oh man, I think this will be kind of difficult. Go.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is...
I don't think it's Mukuro.
Mukuro!
It's definitely not that.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
Okay. For that to be true, then that couldn't have been her body we found in the garden. Is that really possible? Oof, okay. Oh man, this one's hard. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna end off the episode for YouTube. And then we'll start off the next episode right away. So we're gonna keep the stream going, obviously. I'm just gonna go ahead and end off the episode for YouTube. Alright, y'all. Thank y'all so very much for watching this episode. I know it's not the best place to do a little cliffhanger for y'all. But in the next episode, which I'm about to record right away, we'll go ahead and finish off the class trial, maybe, and get to the ending, possibly. I'm not too sure how much longer this trial is going to run for. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end off the episode here, and then the next episode we'll finish it off, hopefully, depending on how long it is. So thank y'all so very much for watching this episode of Danganronpa, and I'll see y'all next time.